What if every face you see now in 2025 belongs to a legend from the 80s, but you can't even recognize them? Think you're a pop culture pro? We're about to put that to the test. You'll see today's photos of some of the most iconic stars from decades past. Can you guess who they were before we reveal their younger selves? We'll give you 5 seconds. Clock's ticking. Some transformations are inspiring, while others might leave you speechless. Keep score as you play along and let us know how you did in the comments. Let's start by looking at the unforgettable stars who defined cool in the 70s and 80s. When you think about the legends who shaped pop culture in the 70s and 80s, it's impossible not to wonder where they are now and how much they've changed. Some faces are etched in memory, but some has had a way of surprising even the biggest fans. Let's see if you can recognize the stars who set the tone for a generation. Paul Michael Glazer, 82 in 2025, still carries that Starsky swagger. Back in the day, his feathered hair and effortless cool in Starsky and Hutch made him a household name. Today, he's still active, but if you saw a recent photo, would you instantly recognize the man who helped define the buddy cop genre? Take a look at his current image and see if that signature charisma shines through, or if his transformation leaves you second guessing. It's a reminder that some stars never really leave the spotlight. They just evolve. Barbara Hershey was everywhere in the 1980s. Remember her in Beaches? Now, 76, she's still got that presence that made her unforgettable in every role. Hershey's ability to bring emotional depth to her characters set her apart, and her career has stretched across decades. But would you spot her immediately today? Or would it take a side-by-side with her younger self to jog your memory? Seeing her now, you realize how much history and experience she brings to every appearance, both on and off the screen. Lee Merriweather, one of the original Catwomen from 1966's Batman, is now 90. Her role as Catwoman helped set the standard for what it meant to be both strong and stylish in Hollywood. She kept audiences captivated through the 70s and 80s, and her current look is a testament to her place in entertainment history. The contrast between her iconic Catwoman cowl and her image today is striking, and it's a real test to see if you can spot her without the costume. Her transformation is more than just a change in appearance. It's a timeline of how Hollywood's idea of strength and femininity has shifted. Ron Perlman's name is still tied to his unforgettable role as Vincent in Beauty and the Beast. At 75, you might not spot the man behind Vincent's beastly exterior right away. Perlman's rugged presence is still there, but the years have added a new dimension to his look. Fans of the show remember the emotional moment and the impact that the character had, but seeing Perlman today is a whole new experience. It's not just about recognizing a face, it's about connecting the past to the present and seeing how much a single role can shape a career. Each of these stars helped set trends in fashion, storytelling, and what it meant to be a celebrity. Their influence goes beyond the roles they played. Looking at their photos side by side with their younger selves is more than just a fun guessing game. It's a way to see how pop culture itself has changed and how these icons have adapted right along with it. The nostalgia is real, but so is the curiosity about what they're doing now and how their lives have unfolded. Those were just the 70s and 80s. Coming up, the 90s serve up even more surprises. Some faces might have been easy to guess, while others left you stumped. But one thing's for sure, the next decade brought a whole new set of stars and transformations. For a lot of viewers, the 90s were all about familiar faces lighting up their favorite shows and movies. The decade produced a wave of icons that defined everything from fashion to attitude, and their images are still burned into the collective memory. But if you saw them today, could you connect those famous faces to their unforgettable roles from 30 years ago? Let's see how well you remember the stars who shaped the 90s and how much their look have changed. Yasmine Bleeth was everywhere in the 90s, thanks to her role as Caroline Holden on Baywatch. She was the face of lifeguard glam, with that signature red swimsuit and brunette hair becoming instantly recognizable symbols of the era. Magazine covers, commercials, and pop culture moments all featured her as the embodiment of 90s style. At 56, her lifeguard glam has given way to more understated elegance that may not scream 90s superstar at first glance. Yasmin's public appearances are rare now, and her transformation is subtle, but there's still a trace of the star who once defined an entire TV show. If you saw her now, would you instantly think of those slow motion beach scenes? That's the challenge, seeing the past in the present. Alicia Silverstone's rise was fast and unforgettable. She became a household name with her role as Cher Horowitz in Clueless, a movie that captured the spirit of the 90s and turned her into a fashion icon overnight. Her signature plaid skirts, witty comeback, and confident style made her the face of a generation. Alicia is now 49, and while she's still in the public eye, her image has shifted. Today, she's known for her eco-conscious lifestyle and advocacy, which stands in contrast to her clueless persona. You might still spot the same features, but her vibe is more grounded and mature. If you came across a recent photo, would you connect her to the bubbly, trend-setting Cher? That's what makes looking back so interesting. How much of that original spark remains and how much has changed. Daphne Zuniga brought a cool, stylish presence to 90s TV as Jo Reynolds on Melrose Place. The show was packed with drama, and Daphne's character was at the center of it all, balancing vulnerability with strength. She helped anchor the series with her relatable performance, and fans remember her as a standout among the cast of big personalities. Now 63, Daphne still carries herself with the same elegance, though her look has softened over the years. Will you recognize that same Jo Reynolds warmth in the 63-year-old Daphne today? Her transformation is a reminder of how times changed even the most familiar faces. But the core of what made her memorable still comes through. Rob Morrow's boyish charm on Northern Exposure made him unforgettable as Dr. Joel Fleischman. The show's blend of comedy and drama, paired with Rob's quirky performance, turned him into one of the decade's most recognizable TV stars. At 63, that spark still flickers in his current look, though the years have added a seriousness to his features. He's taken on more dramatic roles lately, but there's still a hint of the character that viewers loved back in the day. Would you spot him right away? Or would it take a moment to realize you're looking at the same actor who defined a unique TV era? Comparing these stars' photos from then and now isn't just about testing your memory. It's a look at how pop culture evolves and how people who once shaped our favorite shows and movies have changed alongside it. The impact of Baywatch, Clueless, Melrose Place, and Northern Exposure goes beyond entertainment. They influenced how people dressed, talked, and saw the world. The actors behind these roles carried the hopes and dreams of a generation, and even as their appearances shift, their influence is still there. These transformations aren't just about aging. They're a reflection of how fame changes with time, and how Hollywood's spotlight moves from one face to the next. Next, we'll explore what these transformations say about Hollywood's ever-changing spotlight. Looking back at these stars remind us how some performances and faces never really leave our memories, no matter how much Hollywood changes. From the street-smart charisma of Paul Michael Glaser to the timeless elegance of Lee Merriweather and the unique charm of Alicia Silverstone, their impact continues to connect generations. Now, we want to hear from you. Drop your score in the comments. How many did you guess right? And who surprised you the most? Share your favorite transformation and tell us which reveal caught you off guard. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, hit the subscribe and ring the bell for more celebrity throwbacks. Thanks for watching. Share this with a friend who loves celebrity culture.